Welcome to the Church of Mabus radio show. It's Friday night. We're all still alive, sort of. Not really. We're in a parallel reality now. And it seems really weird. That's for sure. It's very strange out there across America tonight. All our friends are concerned for us. Definitely. It's crazy, man. It really is. And it's scary, too. So I actually just put up a political post before it's news where, it's predominantly right wing. I was for Bernie. Both sides are kind of like, ugh, but this right thing, man, I can't do this no more. This is too much. It's like man in the high castle or something. It's getting really crazy. But it's definitely, I know I have Trump derangement syndrome. Yeah. But anyway, it's just nuts. The Epstein stuff, all of it. But anyway, I put up this article from Black Scout Bear or Bear Scout Survival, and he looks right wing, but I mean, I don't really know. I doubt he's a liberal, or maybe he's in between or something. But he put up a thing basically Trump is scared. This is getting really weird. And underneath that post, I put, it's time to quit being chicken shit bootlickers and be a truther again. Because the stuff I'm seeing with this situation, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I'm just going to go with it for a minute. Free balling, baby. The way it's going right now with him, it is absolutely batshit crazy. This thing seems like it's going to end in blood on so many different levels. See quotes from Jesse Ventura, and that's who I would have had for president, even though it would have been a little kooky. It had to be better than this. But anyway, let's get on the subject. I'm just basically, things just seem crazy as hell out there. And I think we're all going crazy. SOS from America. And one thing I've learned with a run in to the police lately, there's not much you can do about it unless you're a big crowd and got mech suits and superheroes or something. At this point in America, people are like, why isn't America doing more? Well, we're doing stuff, but it is kind of like a military police state times 1 billion to go up against to do anything. So God better be bestowing some superpowers or some mech suits or some alien tech. But something, man, it's just crazy. The state it's in. There's actually a comic called Court Children of the Round Table that I got recently, and it relives some of the King Arthurian stuff for young adults. And the last episode of it is the person with Excalibur standing in front of the White House. So it's just interesting how art and everything's like displaying all this stuff. You got Tom Morello on stage with crazy anti-Nazi signs in the back, and it's just, I'm watching it. Green Day's about to play at the Super Bowl. They've already been saying weird anti-ice stuff. They're saying weird anti-ice stuff in wrestling. So it's just watching it as a psychological study is just definitely getting crazy for sure. And we're going to get more crazy with some Dexter. Tonight's show, Dexter, A Time to Kill, a tribute show to Dexter. Dexter is one of the best shows I've seen, and it's one of those kind that grab you, and then the next thing you know, you're binging, and you're doing too much Dexter. Hannibal was like that. That was one that I really loved. It upset me what happened with it. I was going to go neck it to NBC and I am the Red Dragon and protest, but I didn't. I canceled it. But that show upset me a lot. But Dexter's still living, so that's a good thing. And that remake was amazing. I mean, it really, I was worried. And we got Phillip Edward Summers here. He loves Dexter. It's great to have you here.
How's it going?
Professor Wham. We're all nuts, but we're gonna keep on trucking.
That's all right, man. I like getting a little bit crazy every now and then.
You gotta right now. You ain't got a choice. But tell us about your Dexter, and then we have a lot of paranormal stuff you're into, but tell us about your Dexter fascination to begin with, I guess.
So I started out watching Dexter way back when it first started out in the first season, and I noticed a lot of things with Dexter I kind of related to a little bit with I guess, the weird, quirky, dark empathy aspect of Dexter that he has, and kind of I like I just really got involved into the character. So much so that I ended up, buying the same watch that Dexter wore, which was a Waldom, 1975 Waldom, 25 jewel. I, I guess, yeah, 25 jewel. Like people like that watch is like going crazy on eBay right now, like how much it's worth. And I have one at this point, and
Which
I'm
episode exactly was that in? Was that on the newest
every
show?
single one of them, every single
Or
one of them.
even the
Yeah,
old stuff? Even the old stuff?
yeah, even the old
Okay.
stuff. He like you see the watch and Harry gave Dexter that watch in the very first episode. That was the very first time you saw that watch in it. And it explained in that episode the importance of time. And that really like struck with me because I'm a watch guy myself. So um yeah, and not just that, like some of the actors I've had encounters with before, like Lauren Vasquez, I guess that's her name. Yeah, Lauren Vasquez, and she was in the show South of Hell, and I was in a scene with her, and
Cool, cool.
and I was a background actor, and kind of our scene connected together, and it just worked out that way. It was really cool to be a part of that, and there just different things along the way just I really connected with, and being able to understand Dexter as a character because Dexter was based off of Jeffrey Dahmer, and I actually was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Jeffrey Dahmer kind of took did his thing in Milwaukee. So I've got a little bit of interaction with a lot of this stuff, and it just kind of
Well, one thing I
fascinates me.
definitely want to get into Dahmer some. That was one of the true crime books I made the mistake of reading, and
Oh,
and it made me not kind of stay away from his story because I knew it, but I saw the interview and God, man, it's a lot. It's a lot. I haven't seen the Ryan Murphy thing. I want to see it, but I'm just hesitant. I saw the Ed Gein one, which I thought it was good, but there was a lot of lies in it and stuff. But
yeah.
uh,
Ed Gain's story is a special one to me too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be at a Paracon this weekend here in Charleston, called Spooky Empire, and Kane Halder is supposed to be there, and he's one of
nice.
Jason's. And Jason was based off of Ed Gain. The
I just
the
saw him on TV, Kane
yeah,
Hodder. Yeah.
yeah, the
Svengoolie.
he's a watch guy too, which is funny.
Svengoolie is. Am I saying his name right? I always mess up his name,
I
but
I I don't
you
I
know who that
really
is?
I really when I see him, I'm just like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I don't say his name ever.
You're talking about Svengoolie, right?
Yeah, Kane Halder, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Kane Hodder. You're talking about Kane Hodder, but I saw Kane Hodder on, you know who Swingoolie is, the guy with the hat that does like horror hosting and stuff. Uh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Kane Hodder was just on his show. That's what I was rambling about. Yeah,
Okay.
just saw it. But yeah, that's cool. Kane Hodder, I love him. I love Hatchet. I like Hatchet a lot. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's the new stuff. It's good. It's good. I like it. It's over the top. I like that for
You know
sure.
you know you know my favorite serial killer type, you know, uh serial killer type shows and movies and stuff like that are the serial killers that have those mundane looking masks on. Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Stupid thing cost $50 at one point because it went up in price. I should have bought it when it was $12.
that's crazy. But yeah, like was it I lost my train of thought. Was it but
Kane Hodder, Jeffrey Dahmer,
yeah,
Egg.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So like the oh, man. We'll get back to that and then like
Okay.
come back to that once I think about what I was saying.
The things with I understand it happens. The Kane Hodder though, and I have a big interest in those horror hosts like Swingoolie, like an Elvira, like the Joe Bob
Oh
Briggs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's such an eclectic unique thing in our time
Elvira,
period.
yeah, that's
It's like I grew up watching Elvira's boobs and Night of the Living Dead on a regular TV set as a kid, and
did
that was.
yo, did you ever watch Dirge of the Charlatan when in the 90s?
I'm not sure what is it. A movie?
No, it's not a movie. It was like a true crime TV series on public access.
What's it called?
Dirge of the Charlatan. They like talked about like true crime stuff and like they were talking about Waco and stuff like that, and they were like predicting things like we're experiencing now.
Yeah.
And it was in the 90s, and this guy was, the show was not popular at all. Like only a few people know what it is.
Have like a brown afro.
Yeah. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I found them.
That's him. Yep, that's him.
Awesome. I got it. I'll save it.
Yeah.
Check it out. Let's
Like
see
if
here.
you go back and watch the episodes of Dirge of the Charlatan, like he's scary accurate sometimes, and people don't remember what he talked about, like that. Like this goes in line with the Mandela effect and stuff like that. You were talking about Jeff Epstein earlier, and like it's the creator of Simpsons is on that list, and like we're and like if you follow the Simpsons and you watch the Simpsons your whole entire life and you saw those episodes where they predicted certain things, this man that created the Simpsons was like literally on the island listening to all these billionaires talk about like different plans that they have, and it wasn't like a prediction, it was basically a confession.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was there, but I've seen some that have surprised me. It doesn't surprise me, but Deepak Chopra, the Harry Potter
Yeah.
lady, like there's a lot of weird shit popping up with this. For real.
I mean,
It's crazy.
I
It
wish I
really
had
is.
$1 billion to get away with. Holy crap!
I mean, as far as they're basically, it just sounds like the slaughter of wholesale of children is what I mean.
I mean,
It's China's like we're gonna execute pedos now, so they might come in here and get him and
this
take him away. Like
this stuff has
Maduro.
been going on for thousands of years, thousands.
Yeah.
And this is like one of those kind of things where like they, no matter how hard they try, they're not going to get rid of it.
It's sick.
It is, but
Sure. I
that's
just don't understand it, but it's here and it's horrible.
why do you, I mean, the love of money is the root of all, which they
Yeah. Well, let's break down Dexter a little, and we could get into whatever.
Yeah, man, let's do it. Let's break down Dexter. Let's do it.
Let me describe it what a level wide. They're based on some books by Jeff Lindsay, which is a New York Times bestselling author. I have some of them, but I haven't read all of them. But I probably would if I could just concentrate like that lately. But basically, Dexter is a guy that had something violent happen to him when he was a child, and he was born in blood. And I guess all intents and purposes, he looks like a normal guy besides the psychopath side of him that he calls his dark passenger. And there's a lot of actors in this that are really good. And it's been around for a while. But basically, the thing that's alluring about it is he kills evil serial killers.
That's right.
Sometimes there may be some small mistakes here and there.
He's like an anti-hero.
Yeah, he kills evil serial killers. So I mean, there's crazy ass serial killers like in ice cream trucks, and there's so many. John Lithgow.
Yeah. So the ice truck killer, that's actually based off of a real live serial killer. That
really,
he was a real serial killer.
That was Dexter's brother, right?
Yeah, like Dexter's brother. Yep.
That's old school. You might have to go back there one day, but man, it is really good. And it's just like and the craziest thing is he works for the police as a forensics blood splatter specialist and works with, I don't know, is it the FBI?
Blood spatter.
Yeah, blood splatter. But I mean, and he's a serial killer, and his dad trained him to be that. It gets crazy. It's definitely crazy.
Trains him how to like cope with his dark passenger.
Yeah, it's definitely haunting, and it's good. But and I like the new season. I was one that was like his son. I don't. trying to be careful with spoilers, I guess. I'm sure I'll screw that up.
You know what? Whatever about spoilers, because at some point, you got to realize this show's been around for like
A long
a
time.
couple
Yeah.
decades now, and like if you haven't seen the show and you're like yelling at us about spoilers, that's on you, not us.
Yep. But it's really good, and I do highly recommend it. But who are some of the other killers that stand out in it for you that you remember? That's like the only two I can remember right now.
So
Peter
yeah,
Dinklage.
yeah, you got Peter Dinklage's character, which is like the killer of all killers. But then Dexter comes along. He's like, "No, I'm the killer of all killers." You don't top me, and that's what I love about it. That's what I love about it, man. Is it's such a wild show that has a lot of accurate. Um, Along the way, it has a lot of accurate detective style
Yeah.
nuances that you don't see in other TV shows. That there's a lot of inaccuracies in those shows, but like in Dexter, that show will teach you how to be the police. Like it's like that accurate.
And at least if it's going to influence somebody that's a serial killer, they'll kill an evil serial killer. Hopefully, there's a moral thing there that's
There's
going
a
to
more
help
yeah,
that.
there's a moral aspect to it.
Help that somehow. But his sister's really good. What is her name? Carpenter or something?
Jennifer Carpenter,
She
yeah,
related to
Jennifer.
John Carpenter?
So Jennifer Carpenter is married now, and she was the wife of Michael C. Hall at some point.
Okay, I didn't
And
know
so
that.
she was not involved in the newest series because of her
That.
divorce.
She's
And
good
and
at it.
and, and she's very respectful of the show and everything and what it's done for her. And so she didn't want to make it weird. And so there's some things with,
She died.
yeah, well, yeah, she died. Yeah, she died and that was like during the whole divorce process when that,
Wow, I didn't know
yeah.
that. Where are you getting these Dexter inside secrets? There a book or something? Or
Oh no, there's no book or anything. No, it's
because you
just
know.
this is
All
just
right.
if you know
You know,
type
you're
deal.
are you one of the killers from season
Oh no no
the
no no
New
man!
York, the
I'm a
Peter
law
Dinklage,
man. I'm
the
a law
Peter
man.
Dinklage, Peter Dinklage. We just had a satanic bounty hunter on, so who knows what the hell.
Oh man. So being a lawman doesn't excuse you from anything.
Wild West, the Weird West. That's the way I like to go, the Weird West.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, security company. That's just awesome.
Yeah, I
But
own my own security
I
company.
actually
Man.
have in my yearbook, Jeffrey, when you grow up, you'll probably be a cult leader. Or
Well,
some wild serial
you kind
killer
of fit
cult
that
leader.
bill.
I know. I'm the brokest cult leader I've ever been.
Yeah, you're not like one of
There's
them.
no manifesto. There's no manifesto. I do. But if we went Heaven's Gate, I have one nut, so we would just have to take one, the Heaven's Gate
Oh,
labor.
is that the one that they went down to Mexico or something like that? The Heaven's Gate one? The
That was
pastor? The pastor.
Applewhite and all that. That
Yeah.
was a weird thing, man.
That
That
was a
was
weird
really
one.
weird. I had something weird happen during that I'm almost ashamed to tell people of it. I was tripping and I was looking at Hellbop and I saw a lot of white lights going towards it. And later I went into a house and he was on the news. And for some reason, a tear went down my cheek. And I didn't know this shit from anything. I was tripping, but I'd never know anything about any of it. Not him, not the story. I didn't know about the cult or anything. But it was like, did they really go there? Or was that Satan eating them? Or there was like a Hellbop companion comment for all that on Coast to Coast.
No,
That was nuts. I think that was the summer of Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar tour.
yeah,
I
that
went to
was. That
I
was.
went to that. And I was like, this is a hell of a summer. I had a lot of UFO experiences that time, but
Oh
Georgia.
man, later in the show, man, I could tell you about a UFO experience I
Let's
had.
do
That's
it.
crazy, man.
I'm basically, I don't know if I've told you my origin story. I've said it so much, everyone's like, shut up, Jeffrey, even myself. But basically, when I was 17, testicular cancer, lost one, went through chemo. My dad died a few years later, and I went nuts. And he told me, if you ever did drugs, I'd kill you. So I never did. But when he died, I turned into little albino Al Capone. People called me vampire. Hung out with all kinds of crazy people for years, and then finally I went clean. Now I just do weed, and I've calmed down a lot because I'm old and fat. But basically, that summer, a lot of UFO stuff that I'll never forget.
Did you say you had testicular cancer,
Yeah, 17.
and then you said everything went nuts, and I'm sorry, I kind of lost it at that point.
Well, I was just saying I had it at 17, and it led to a few years later, my dad passed away. And that was kind of the catalyst for having paranormal encounters for the
Okay,
show. That led to the
I
show.
got you.
And the UFO sightings, beings with
You've been
witnesses.
around for a long time though.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even believe it myself. But yeah, about 18 years, something like that. Started out with Jeremy Vaini. That's a long story we don't need to get into, but
No,
but
I've known of you for a minute now. I've kind of we've
yeah.
I don't know if you follow my work at
A little, but I'm learning about you. But I've seen you around, and then I met you from the Dexter Trump picture. I know a little bit about you, but I don't know.
yeah. That's kind of how we got in touch with each other because of that
Yeah,
photo. And I got to tell you a funny story. I have the same shirt that Dexter wears in the show, and I've had the same watch that he has at Walden that I was telling you about, and I
yeah,
have the same wardrobe that he has during the kill segments that are in the show, and oh man. Okay, so Trump came here in Charleston in 2015, and and I went front row, and I had that kill uniform on, and that photo that you had on your profile, I have a photo like that with Trump, and it's like I'm in my actual Dexter kill uniform with, and that's the joke. That's the joke. I went to the rally and Justice Dexter and the guy that was his former bodyguard that had a Uzi in his pocket at all times.
yeah,
And you saw he was walking by. You could see him in like different things, like in 2015, 2016 there. And he would have his hand in his pocket carrying a Uzi. The dude had his like Uzi like shown and pointed at me the whole entire time. And meanwhile, I'm like a veteran, and I had a sign that says oh man, I'm a veteran.
how did you dress to do Dexter though? Tell us a little bit about that. How did that, what did you have to do to embody that?
Oh no, like you just do a little bit of research, and I found out that American Apparel was the clothing company that Dexter uses in the
Wow.
actual show. So you just go to American Apparel website, and you can see the T-shirt, right? You can see the Henley, the long sleeve Henley, right there. And
Cool.
American Apparel is in a lot of different series, like Divergence. You'd see them and the Divergence and Insurgence series. You can see a lot of those kids in that movie wearing American Apparel, and like a whole different other connections with the clothing company that originated from Dexter,
Nice.
and also the score, the music from Dexter. Um, is in the director that did the music for Dexter is in a lot of different movies, a lot of movies, like known and unknown.
Who did the soundtrack and everything? The soundtrack guy.
I gotta look that up on Google, but sound score
I
for
was looking for
Dexter.
the theme. I was looking for the theme to play it, so I was like looking for
Dexter
it. For
sound
some
score for
reason
Dexter.
I forgot to listen to the theme.
Daniel Licht.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
So
It's got haunting piano kind of.
yeah, you could tell. You could definitely tell if Daniel Licht had a hand in the TV shows sound
Yeah.
score. Like you could definitely tell if he's had a hand in it. Like anything after that, you could definitely tell.
I first saw Michael C. Hall in 6 Feet Under, the whole Alan Ball show and everything.
Mhm.
That's where I first saw him. He did a really good job. He's a great actor. He really is. Anything he says usually good, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of my favorite actors, and he does a lot of conventions and stuff like that. And he was in Safe. That's a good movie.
I haven't seen that, but I've never seen
Um,
it.
okay, so he was in Safe. He was in oh man, he's in so many good movies.
I haven't really seen, I think I've seen some other stuff. I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, but 6 Feet Under. Did you see all 6 Feet Under? I don't remember what the hell happened,
Yeah,
but
I
it was
did see. I
a lot
seen
of sex and
everything. The
coffins and
Defeated.
hearses, a lot of hearses and coffins and sex. That's all I remember, but I could watch it again. I'm pretty sure. Need to
Yeah,
get
he was in the Defeated. That was a good movie.
yeah.
I mean, Dexter,
I'll
he
have to
or
check it out.
Michael C. Hall usually brings in the same Vietnam. He was in Vietnam in HD. That was a good documentary about Vietnam. But he like anything Michael C. Hall does, like he brings this intensity to the screen, the same intensity that you see in the TV show Dexter. Like he like I mean the same acting style, the same intensity, the goodness of Michael C. Hall you see in everything he does. I think he was in a I think he was in a Black Mirror episode
Huh.
at
I'll have
some
to
point. At some
need
point.
to need to
But
finish that. I've seen some of them.
if I recall, I don't think he was, but it's for some reason I think he was in some cameo as a Black Mirror episode for some reason.
So I mean everything that's going on right now with everything. I mean, it's a lot. It's like it feels like COVID times 1,000 or something, or or like it's just a weird state of everything right now with the stress level that you
So
can.
what do you mean by the stress level? Like for me, it's like the rate of which information is spread is what gets me.
Yeah, it's mostly just how is this going to end with him? The things that
Oh,
are going
I
on.
know how it's gonna end.
How's
Like
that?
I already have it in my head how it's gonna.
Like
Um,
the Fourth Reich or arrest it?
no, it's not gonna be one of those situations. Basically, the main reason for him existing as leadership is because Israel needs the greater Israel plan to. Okay. Sorry for saying that because I don't want your stream to kind of be cut off on the deep end, but it's real. Wants
He
to
has connections, I know, with them.
yeah, and the Abraham Accord and stuff like that. He's trying to implement the Abraham Accord, and Jared Kushner is pushing that. Like, he's not doing anything in this administration. Like, Jared Kushner is the one that's basically pulling the strings of this entire administration. And later on, like after everything's all said and done, you'll see Jared Kushner kind of come out of the shadows, like towards 2028, and you might even see him kind of kind of you might I don't want to sound even too weird saying this, but
I've heard
there's a
he's.
lot.
I've seen things say he's the Antichrist.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
So many,
that. Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a guy that comes on here that says Trump is Mabus the Antichrist using Drumpf, and it's compelling. It'll give you chills, but I think Trump's Napoleonic, and I think there's an Antichrist
Yeah,
spirit, maybe in
so
one person.
he does have his own brand of authoritarianism, if you will, but I don't think he's like full on. I don't think he's full on going the route of Putin, but I think that he does have his own brand of authoritarianism that we need to kind of keep in check.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's crazy. Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's it's a good time to start eating popcorn.
It's
I will
just like
say that.
weird, it's like a weird Twilight Zone episode that you don't wake up from ever.
Bro, I wake up and the first thing I do is I look at Al Jazeera and all the Reuters and stuff like that, and I look at it and I like see what they say, and I'm like, am I dreaming? Is this reality or is this a dream? I gotta pinch myself for a second
And
sometimes.
I mean, the main reason we're here is Wham, me. We've had crazy encounters with stuff, and we can get into that more, of course, anytime. But the UFO subject and just watching that lately with, Congress, the congressional hearings, and then the Pentagon releasing videos, and then the Pentagon's like, there are no aliens here. Like, I mean, just the alien stuff. And then you have to worry about it with Trump. Like, are they going to stage some kind of alien thing? Like, they'd probably go that far at this point. Like,
They
there's
already
just
they
so
already
many
tried that
levels.
in Mexico with the TR-3B. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, but I thought about Phoenix Lights. Was that a psyop? I mean, that was an interesting one that
This
Kurt
whole
Russell.
thing, the whole alien thing is a psyop.
Oh,
I'm telling you from 1947 on up, it's a psyop.
well, I know there's definitely a level of that, but I'm someone that has also seen some strange beings, which I don't know if they're aliens or not, but I've seen several kinds of varieties of beings with some witnesses. So there's some kind of level of that, and that may be spiritual. It's hard to know what it is. I mean,
There
anything.
is a yeah, there definitely is a level of spiritualism in some of this stuff. Not all of it, but there is a level of spiritualism.
Yeah.
Um, these beings that can like kind of come in from the fifth dimension onto like any dimension wherever they want to come from really, and then they come into our realm. There really is a level of spiritualism that you have to kind of accept and realize, hey, okay, there is this, but it doesn't have to be God, but like there is this going on, you know what I mean?
And one of the strangest things happened with this. I don't know if you probably have heard of some of the stuff I'm about to
Oh, I've
mention.
heard all of it, man.
Chris Bledsoe and the whole
Oh yeah.
Skinwalker shows. That stuff is just batshit crazy too. The level of it, like I've never seen anything like it on TV. And of course, I have discernment and try to be skeptical. Like, what are they up to? I'm more like, what are they up to with this shit? But I know there's aliens and UFO stuff, but the level of it, and now they're going to other ranches and having activity. You got that book UFO of God by Chris Bledsoe. They had him on there summoning UFOs with the Monroe Institute, and his daughter was summoning UFOs
Oh
down in
man, the
the
Monroe Institute was
swamps.
connected. Oh man,
And I
you
mean, there's a spook situation happening with it, and I'm just trying to figure it out. I guess as an experience.
just ask Travis Taylor about that one, man. He'd know about the spook aspect.
That's the which one is that? Who is that again? That's one of the dudes up there, right?
Yeah, he's the physicist.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's the one that like came out in the show,
Yeah.
and and he used to work with Bigelow and was one of the scientists. And there's like a whole episode, and he's like, "I'm
Hmm.
sorry, I used to work with Bigelow and I hit it," and some weird shit going on that show.
Yeah.
But it's good, it's compelling, but I don't trust it. But I think phenomenon happens there for sure. I mean, I think there's
Oh
phenomenon.
yeah. Dude, Skinwalker Ranch is one of those places. Like if you've been into the area, like
Yeah,
I've been to the area, like Jerome, Arizona, and like outside the outside skirts of Skinwalker Ranch,
yeah.
and like if you've been there, you would understand like that area is like so sacred.
You know
It's
Ryan Skinner?
Ryan Skinner.
He's a guy
Um,
that's been on that hangs out with all them, and he's been on the show, that Skinwalker Ranch show, but it's like one episode or something. But Ryan Skinner, he's a guy that we've interviewed. But I love it. I mean, there's another book I really want to read by one of those Navajo police guys called like Navajo Paranormal or something. I have it.
oh yeah,
Or in
okay,
them. Yeah,
okay,
I
yeah,
really want to read that soon. I love that. That's like we're the source, man. Go to it for sure.
yeah,
That kind
for
of
sure.
stuff. I love it. But I need to read it. It's I forget the name of it. It's like Paranormal John Dover. It's the other guy. I
You
think
ever
one of
watch? We're talking about Skinwalker Ranch. When you say Skinwalker Ranch, because it's a, I believe the production company of Skinwalker Ranch. is hold on. I I'm using Google as I'm talking to you. So the production company of Skinwalker
Definitely
Ranch.
a lot of spookery going on that show.
Um Prometheus Entertainment. Yeah, Prometheus Entertainment is one of the best production companies like for that genre.
Seen that
They
name.
they they deal with Curse of Oak Island, which is a great show, and it is one of my favorite shows of all time with Dexter. And yeah, I love that company to death. Anything that they do, I'm on board with. And usually during the show, they have like this thing that they're doing on a show, but in real life, the actual discoveries that they're making in they're using the show to fund the different digs or whatever that they're doing, the different archaeological digs that they're doing for the like uh, like the like in real life. So that's
Yeah,
what those shows are based off of. So they make these the Curse of Oak Island, like they make a claim, and like six people have died, one more has to, that's true. And all, and like the Curse of Oak Island itself is like a fictional archaeological dig, but in real life there is a real archaeological dig going on, but not anything that has to do involved with the show. That's the same thing with Skinwalker Ranch.
it's compelling. It's good, and definitely there's the last episodes. I think they were digging up the stuff that Bigelow buried and telling the whole story about the shadow that appeared to him and told him to leave. And I don't know if it was a medicine man or something, but apparently it scared him so much he left. I've also heard stories about Bigelow. Something was inviting him to have a meeting, like I guess the other beings or whatever that are involved. And I guess I don't know if he chickened out or what, but I've heard all kinds of weird stuff. Like I used to know Chase Klowetsky, who was in the MUFON Star team, had to report on digs for UFO retrievals to him, and she didn't like it, and said she went to the MUFON God computer and there was nothing in it. I don't even know if she's in MUFON anymore, but the Bigelow stuff's very a lot of stuff to get to the truth to it, and I really want to know about the Jock Valet Skinwalker Ranch visit. Have you ever heard about that? About Jacques Valet going there?
I have not.
That he did, and they of course they've kind of covered it up. But there's some stuff out there about it. We've talked about it a little with Mike Hacker, who does audiobooks for Valet, and we got into that. But there's some stuff about it. But yeah, he went there, but it's kind of Bigelow doesn't leak stuff. That's what I guess I don't like. He kind of keeps it to
Yeah,
himself.
he does keep things like super super top secret. Like if something's top secret, that's the thing about Bigelow. I do respect him for, because
He's a
I
looking
don't
man.
know I don't know if you know this, but I am former Air Force.
Yeah. Okay.
So talking about UFOs and stuff like that, that's a little bit kind of contradictory in the military realm.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are you a veteran? What wars were you at a war?
I was the back end of Iraq and then Afghanistan all the way through.
The guy I met in jail was there, and he was had a Bible and was helping me a lot with that kind of stuff. But he was
I
an
wasn't there. I wasn't there, but I basically helped. Uh, I was a mechanic, so basically I stayed here in Charleston in the 315th MXS, helping kind of maintain the planes and stuff. So
That's cool. And we've had Robert Salas on about the UFO coming and shutting down the silos, and he's enlisted in the Air Force, which is kind of weird. I'm sure they have to give you permission to write a book like that, I would think for sure. So there's some kind of orchestration to where they're trying to raise
yeah,
awareness or something.
yeah.
Hopefully,
There's a whole there's a whole level of things that you have to do to kind of get in that process of doing something like that. So if you're like me, like you have to, like in the beginning, I went through like so many different psych evals and stuff like that. I went through so many psych evals, and they had spaces on the base. They're like, "Can you investigate this?" Knowing I knew exactly what they wanted me to do. I knew exactly what they were hoping I would say, and you know what? In reality, I said it because I'm a realist.
You want to talk about your UFO thing? Can you?
Oh, oh yeah. So
We're all over the place. Like it's like the Cheshire Cat here tonight. But yeah, you want to talk
let's say that for the
the end,
second
the
point.
end game, the
Yeah,
end
the
game.
end game.
Well,
Yeah,
Dexter,
we're
what'd you think about the son and the death scene with Dexter? Like, I was kind of disappointed in that, and glad. I guess they were too. So that's why they resurrected. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I mean, they resurrected him. It's kind of like I don't know if you've ever kept up with. I'm watching Spartacus, House of Asher on Stars, and there was
yeah,
a
I
full
never
season.
won.
It's like Gladiator, but more tits and stuff. Like it's on HBO or
Oh,
something.
nice, nice,
But
nice.
it's good. It's
What
actually
more tits is makes a better TV show.
but it's definitely. I mean, there's a lot of sex in it, like a lot, and but it's Rome, and they're just like
Yeah,
astral.
do when in
Yeah,
Rome.
but it's actually really good. I recommend it if you get a chance. But there's a new show that Stephen DeKnight is doing, and it's got like 90s on Rotten Tomatoes. And one of the dudes that died in the old show, the gods brought him back and gave him the House of Asher. And the battles in it are amazing. But the craziest thing is there's little dwarf dudes that work together, and they're kind of evil.
The
And,
craziest thing, little
and they,
dwarf dudes like
they
Peter Dinklage.
he's not in there, but it's three other dwarf dudes, and they're part of the gladiator battles, and they work together, and they're kind of like the villains. They do a really good job, and it's crazy. Like the battles are crazy, but anyway, they eventually piss off this dude and kill his gay lover, and the dude just grabs them and throws them on spikes and like fighting these little dwarf dudes in there in the gladiator ring. But it's crazy good. It's definitely good, but I recommend it. But yeah, with the Dexter thing, what'd you think about the deaf son situation?
So I thought so. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that, or they didn't pay attention to it. But the death scene at the end of the first season was a tribute to Dexter's mom, which is named Laura. So in the beginning, it was this is like oh man, if you didn't pay attention to it, you wouldn't realize it. Hurricane Laura.
Yeah,
That's a hurricane that he went in with a boat and supposedly dumped Deborah's body in the hurricane,
yeah.
and he supposedly died, but he didn't die. So yeah, Hurricane Laura.
She's gonna show up, isn't she, at some point? Probably. It's possible.
Yeah,
It's a,
that was a kind of a turnaround thing that kind of, people didn't realize it, so they thought that the ending was like, oh man, I hated the ending of Dexter, and I was like, why? I mean, because I thought there was like like a spiritual kind of like a
it's different.
uplifting, yeah, uplifting kind of message to the end of Dexter, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it, but it's kind of like I'm rewatching Sopranos, and I always think of that last Sopranos episode. Like, what the hell was that? The fuzz and everything, where it kind of just leaves you hanging. I guess. Then
Yeah.
there was a
Oh man,
movie.
I hate cliffhangers, man.
Yeah, that's why Hannibal. That's like so painful. It's like Chinese water torture. Both of them fall off of the cliff at the end together, and they cancel it. It's like F you. They had 5 stars, man. They're
Are you
getting
talking
five.
about the TV show Hannibal or the movie?
Hannibal. Yeah, the TV show Hannibal.
Okay. Yeah. All
But
right. Now I know where you're talking because I
yeah,
just went through the Hannibal
get me back
series.
on track if I go off the rails.
Yeah.
but but anyway, yeah, Hannibal's really great. I'm hoping somehow he brings that back. But the Brian Fuller, that guy like continuously
He's a
gets
great
thrown off.
actor.
Yeah, what did he play an actor in? But I know he gets thrown off of stuff a lot and things get screwed up, which pisses me off. Like that Friday the 13th prequel series he's supposed to be doing, that would have been amazing, but for some reason, like he gets thrown off a lot of stuff or fired or fights with them. I don't know.
Um,
He was part of a prequel series for Friday the 13th that was on Peacock, and he quit doing that. Now someone else is doing it. But Brian
Mad
Fuller,
Mads the actor though that plays Hannibal though is
yeah,
Mads Mikkelsen.
yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He was in a movie called oh man, he was in a movie I just watched recently where it was like a John Wick style movie. Matt Mikkelsen.
Dust Bunny.
Yeah, Dust Bunny. That's a great
That's by
movie.
that's by Brian Fuller, the Hannibal guy.
That's a great movie.
Did you know it was by the Hannibal guy?
I did know it. I did know
Yeah, yeah.
that.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
Polar. Polar.
there was one crazy one I saw with Mads Mikkelsen. It's like medieval times, and they're like boiling people and stuff. Like I forget the name of it. It was really good. It was like a Danish history kind of Braveheart kind of thing. It's newer. I forget the name of it though, but it was pretty good. They're like boiling people in it and stuff.
You know, there's a Dexter was based off of a couple serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer and Jack the Ripper, and they just found out who the real Jack the Ripper was just recently.
Who was that? I'm someone that's heard
It,
different.
it was Kaminsky. I think his name was Andy Kaminsky. He was a chef for the royal. He was like a royal chef.
Huh. I've heard so many things, but that must be the final verdict on it. You think that's the
Yeah,
right one?
yeah. They took DNA. They took DNA samples from the last victim of the Jack the Ripper.
There was some weird stuff with Jeff Mudgett and the Holmes thing saying it was Jack the Ripper. We've had him on, and I watched that American Ripper, and it seemed compelling, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, bro.
I wasn't there, so I wasn't at the Jack the Ripper murder, so I don't know. But it was a good show.
On that. Like, cause you're based in Louisiana. You said.
Yeah, we're out of there on FM, but I'm in Florida. But yeah, we're on FM.
Where from in Florida?
I'm from Georgia, but I'm in Panama City, the northern panhandle,
Okay.
Graceville and all that. And we're getting cold weather. It's like Antarctica here now. I love it. I'm like, thank God. But the summers I'm worried about. I get worried about summer
Yeah,
here.
summer's gonna be. Oh man,
It's like Vietnam. It's like a tropical rainforest out there now. But yeah, but yeah, that Jennifer Carpenter does a really good job. She's not related to John Carpenter. I don't think she is. But
No, she's not. No. I do know Michael C. Like just whole. She's just Michael C. Hall's like wife, ex-wife.
Oh yeah, yeah. I wouldn't surprise me if they brought her back. But
I don't think they're gonna bring her back because they actually asked her and she declined. So
what about that Kristen Ritter? Oh my goodness, she's good in anything.
oh, you're talking about Rita?
Yeah, yeah. This from the new series.
Oh yeah,
she was Jessica Jones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She's great.
Yeah.
Definitely alluring.
Alluring.
But what basically rewatching Sopranos. I love Deadwood. I could watch that all the time. I love Deadwood. I watched that recently.
I've been watching a lot of okay, so get this. Have you seen Welcome to Derry?
Yes, I loved it.
Oh,
Is that face?
Harry's in Welcome to Derry.
Yeah. Is that face? Oh, my face. Or something like that.
No, Harry is in Welcome to Derry, and I.
Oh yeah, the dad.
The dad, and I try to make a connection to Dexter and the whole Stranger Things, like the whole Stranger, they're trying to connect everything in Welcome to Derry.
I liked it. It took at first I was like, but then it grew on me. It was good. I liked it. But definitely.
But yeah. Welcome to Derry is gonna have like a second season and a third season, and then it's gonna pretty much tell you that Stranger Things is connects to the Mist series. or
Huh.
To the Mist movie with Thomas Jane.
What do you think about the Terrifier movies? I like them, but they're a lot. I know David Howard Thornton.
I'm gonna be with him this weekend at the convention here. Terrifier.
Yeah, yeah. I love David. He's come on my page and talk crap about Trump. He's very vocal. He hates him for sure. I was like, the Terrifier clowns on my page complaining about Trump.
My girlfriend's kind of sitting right across from me. She is a massive Trump hater.
Don't blame you.
she's
Definitely.
she just gave the finger to say, "Yep, I hate him."
I don't understand why anyone likes him at this point, but
Oh
they
yeah,
do.
if you read the files, it's like
I
why?
know the files, man. It's like a horror movie,
It's like
and
why are you supporting this? It's
my
like what?
problem with the Democrats are, uh, I like Bernie and stuff like that, but they're gonna have to find some kind of power hitter or something to go against whatever this is. Like, I don't know, some George Clooney or something,
Well,
something, man.
they got
They don't
Mel.
have any weapons. What do they got? Nothing. I'm worried.
I think one of their weapons is Halle Berry because she is planning on
Huh,
running it in California.
really?
So yeah, she's planning on 2028 run. I think Halle Berry. So that may be saving grace because I'd vote for Halle
Left field.
Berry.
That's out of left field for sure, but you never know, man, for sure.
I mean,
But
they gotta go against Mel Gibson and all those heavy hitters like Mel Gibson and Woody Harrelson and all those guys. They gotta go against that. And oh man.
what do you mean Woody Harrelson though? I mean,
Yeah,
he's not.
Woody Harrelson is in a production company kind of deal with Matthew McConaughey and Mel Gibson. So they
Huh,
are all kind of trying to get out of California into Texas. So
okay.
yeah, they're trying to like they film in Georgia now, they film here now, they film up in North Carolina now because they're all moving away from California. The whole Hollywood
What
scene.
are they? What are they making together? I know Mel Gibson's doing that Passion of the Christ sequel. It
No,
sounds pretty good.
I don't know what Mel Gibson's planning or anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, they got to fight against Arnold Schwarzenegger too.
You know any connections with I know Brad Pitt had some kind of movie company and a long time ago. You may not have heard of this, but I saw something about an historical screenplay like 300, but it was about Vlad the Impaler with no
Oh,
fantasy.
that's cool as crap. I would watch that. I haven't
I
heard about
know.
that.
Brad bought the rights to it. Is what there was like some news clips about it, but now I don't not a thing. I can't find anything about it. But that's I want to see something like that too. I've had people on about Vlad, and I love the historical. Like I've had I've had a guy with an eye patch, Victor Foya from Romania, telling Vlad stories on Halloween and like the historical stuff, not the fantasy, which that's fun too, Dracula and all that. But we've had Dacre Stoker on and stuff like that. But Vlad, I love hearing about that stuff, and I wish they would do that movie, and it just kind of vanished off the radar. They bought it, and it just kind of vanished. Maybe one day. It's probably going to be pretty controversial to make, though.
Well, if I haven't really paid attention to Brad Pitt, but like if he's in the files and oh man, I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. I don't think he's in the files.
Yeah, I don't think he should be Vlad probably either. I don't know. He might be able to do
Yeah,
that, but
that's
it's kind of hard to think about.
I would watch it though. Like I'd totally watch
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
interested in Vlad the Impaler. Um, there was a guy, an old guy that just got literally charged here in America, and he was known as Vlad the you know what I'm talking about? Vlad the not the Impaler, but Vladimir Vlad the
Hmm.
Great.
Was it some
Um,
guy that thinks he's Vlad the Impaler?
no, this guy was a murderer, and
Oh,
Vlad.
there was some guy a long time ago, Jonathan Sharkey or something, that I interviewed like a million years ago that thought he was like a vampire, and Vlad the Impaler was like when we first started doing radio. He was like running for president or something. Long
Oh man, and you had him on He
I gotta
he
dig that
hey,
up.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything because, I've done some weird crap in my days too.
What kind of weird crap?
Oh, you wanna know what kind of weird crap?
If there's something you want to tell, it's up to you. But if you
Nah,
don't, I
bro, not
understand.
weird like that, but like, bro, yeah, I stayed in a whole ass grave in a cemetery at night, just like chilling in a coffin, like it was a simulation,
Yeah.
and I simulated being buried at night, and that was an experience. That was for a while it was crazy, but for a while it was like, I was like the I was I was like, I'm not. How, is Are they gonna come back and get me? Like I was like paranoid for a little bit and stuff like that. And
Shamanic. I've heard of shamanic kind of practices like that, weird stuff like that. Shamanic, you know.
oh, it wasn't anything like that. I was just trying to see how far I could go. Like I was trying to test my limits, what I could
Did
do
it
and
did it
what I could
suck?
do with the paranormal.
Well, it sounds
Uh,
unenjoyable. I would freak out
you
for
know,
sure.
I had recording devices with me and stuff like that the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Um, but like, it was just after a while it got peaceful, and it was the best sleep I ever had. Like I went to sleep and I woke up and it was sunlight and casket opened up and I was like, oh shit, okay, they came back.
I've seen a lot of those stories lately on like Slapped Ham, those paranormal YouTube kind of channels where people get trapped in their coffins and like they find out they're not dead. And there was some really like, I think it was on Facebook too, like some lady died and I guess woke up, but she didn't get saved. And then they found out later it happened. Like that's some crazy. So they started doing the bells and all that on coffins to like, try to see if anybody's in there. If you wake up, you ring a
Yeah,
bell.
I don't know if people understand the importance of bells, like importance of bells and free energy and stuff like that.
What
And
the
like do you think they cracked the Liberty Bell on purpose? Or do you think they literally cracked the Liberty Bell on accident? I mean,
I know. Why would they do it? I mean, I know there was the crazy Nazi thing, bell, which I don't really remember much about it, but there's a bell. So there's something to that shape, and I guess
oh,
the more,
you're talking about the die Glock?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that's the die Glock. That was the bell-shaped UFO that was outside Roswell. That was the first one before
Is
the
that
actual.
exactly what that was? It was a craft. So I've always wondered if it was like time
Yeah,
travel or what the hell. I didn't know what it was, but we've
yeah.
had people look at Stone and Joseph Farrell and stuff and asked them stuff about
So
that. But it was a
if you go through the Black Vault, you could see on the CIA website where they have Warner von Braun was in Roswell at the time. So Warner von Braun was testing UFO craft. He was building UFO, he was building craft for the United States during 1947, and that's verifiable in the in the CIA vault.
John Greenwald, right? We've had him on a long time ago.
John Grunwald or
Yeah,
Scott
yeah.
Grunwald?
The guy that does the Black Vault or whatever, John Greenwald, isn't his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
He's been on a lot. It's been a while, but yeah, I've interviewed him a long time ago.
Damn. Okay. Nice.
I'm crazy, but I've been around. Some fried chicken and balloons tonight. But it's been stressful, all that stuff. My mom almost croaked, like she's having health stuff with her heart, and then the whole stupid jail crap happened, and then I've had job cuts. Like it's been apocalyptic. So
wait, you going to jail or
I actually went for a misdemeanor.
okay.
I had a fight. They came out and they just took someone because they have to, kind of thing. And it was my first offense. And I was there for 2 nights. And I'm only,
Okay. All right. There's nothing to be ashamed about that. Like
yeah,
there's
it
nothing to be
sucks.
ashamed.
It
Yeah.
really sucks. It's like,
And then what you have to be ashamed of is if you're going around and you're preaching love and light and like you don't have any kind of record or anything like that. And like, there's like you're absolutely normal and stuff like that. That's where I have an issue. If you see,
Yeah.
that's why I teach people how to actually access their records.
Yeah, that's interesting for sure. And
I could do that.
basically,
I could do that on this show if you want.
yeah, I mean, what do you do exactly? Just you access my record or what do
No,
you do?
see, like, no, I'm not going to access your record, but I'll teach you how to access my record. So, if you go to charlestoncounty.org, um, see, I live in Charleston,
Yeah.
and charlestoncounty.org. And so if you go to charlestoncounty.org and you go to online services, oh, they changed the website up. Okay, so you go to online services. Oh, this looks nice. Court info and records, and then circuit course or circuit court. That's where you get all the information you need, and then it has a prompt where you have to read it, and then you press accept, and then it has like, okay, so you got case number, and then case type, and then last name, first name. So it's no secret my name is Philip Summers. So we're gonna type in my name, Philip Edward, and then Summers here. And this shows you everything I got. Traffic, 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 traffic. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I've been good recently, so I've been a good boy.
What?
I've been a good boy. Been a good.
Yeah, I was.
Been
This was my
such a
first.
good boy.
This was my first offense. There was a loud fight, and my glasses were thrown. I'm not going to get into detail. My glasses were thrown. I was pushed. I almost fell off a porch, and as I was falling off the porch, my hand goes, and my mom heard the loudness of it all and called them. But I had an apocalyptic wake up call, and I'm not going back there, and I'll behave now. But I'm not sinless in this, but neither is anyone else. But no one's pressing charges, just the state, and conditioned release. And it was enough. I mean, the flu in a pod with 10 people with the liquid aches and late at 3 a.m. while people are sleeping, and they're like, make sure you flush it. Keep flushing it. That's enough to make you never want to go back there ever. The walls were sweating.
You know what's crazy is, as a ghost hunter, I've been in so many
Not going back
prisons.
there. I'd rather die.
I've
It was
investigated
horrible.
so many. I was at Alcatraz over the summer.
Yeah, that's an interesting subject.
I mean,
Some stories about that.
I've stayed in Alcatraz.
They're horrible.
I've been
man. They're like a nightmare. I was like, the whole time they were laughing because I'm like, this is a horror movie. This is like a nightmare. And they turned the fluorescent lights off at 11, and then next thing you know, at 4 a.m., you're eating Fruit Loops like that aren't Fruit Loops, and like the weirdest food.
Did you make cooch?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it was. I gave most of it away, but I ate some of it just to survive.
Oh man.
But I can't. And the black dude I met there, who was a lawyer for 30 years in California, his mother was there for spitting. His 79-year-old mother spit on police. I don't know what happened, but he had to be there with his mother because he's a caretaker. And I guess she might have did it so she would go there because no one would take care of her. So there was just crazy stories that I could like Dr. Phil about for centuries. But a lot of crazy. It's an experience. It's definitely.
Yeah, that's my nickname, Dr. Phil.
Oh man.
or they call me Dr. Phil Good.
Dr. Feel Good. But yeah, but it was an experience that I don't wish to relive. And I'm on conditional release, and the guy's like cutting up with me and stuff. He's like, basically, you know, he says, you could, if I was a cancer survivor, I'd smoke bags every day. They're not going to test you. And basically, they're probably just going to give you probation. And he was just like the nicest dude ever. And hopefully, because no offenses before that or no traffic tickets, that helps you a lot, apparently, in the situation. So it sounds like I should be okay.
Being a paranormal investigator helps a lot too.
Yeah.
I've
rambled
yeah. It's weird. It's a weird kind of thing because like if you talk to these police officers and stuff like that, all of them will tell you about their paranormal experiences that
I
they've
was
had on.
talking to them about it, and yeah, I
Yeah.
was trying to like, mingle to get the hell
Yeah,
out of there.
that's a good way to do it, actually,
They
because
actually
like
showed me my Amazon. That's you, man. That's you. Like, yeah, like Brad Pitt, baby. No, more like mini me. No, but no, yeah, I was talking about that. But yeah, tell us about the gel stuff or anything. Yeah, you want to talk about? I love it.
so what jail stuff do you want to know? Ask any questions you want. Like I'm not gonna hide anything.
When it comes to the dead, I'm someone that in Silver Lake here in Florida, one of my biggest experiences, I was completely sober, nothing, not even nicotine. And I had some watchword Bible thing playing on TV, and something goes, go outside and turn and look towards your house. And I was like, okay, I'll go outside. And I went and looked towards the house, and I saw two people made of light leave my house as if they were in it, flew through the roof, and flew into the heavens. And they were not satellites. They didn't have facial features. They were just like people made. You could see their arms and legs, and it was like they were leaving my house. It was like a comic book. It was like surreal. When I talk about it, I get goosebumps. But I think it might have been a deceased loved one visiting me. I think there's something about light beings, and that's like another state, like Ron Howard's cocoon. And I think that's another, like, these are the cocoons. And then something, a lot of religions talk about light beings and light bodies, Christ consciousness and stuff. So I think there's some kind of evolution of that when you die. I don't know for sure, but based on seeing that, there's something to it. But I'm also curious about, like, let's say you're someone like yourself. Have you seen any light being stuff or any knowledge on that? And also, like, I'm always trying to figure out the beings that are, like, let's say, who were in a prison. Are they former people that lived there that never left? Are they in another realm? Is it just a psychic, like, impression? Like, there's just so many ways to go with it and try to figure it out.
Well, I mean, there's different aspects to different things that you see, and you can't really pinpoint it unless you are an individual that experiences this kind of activity, and if you're asking a general question like you're asking, I don't know if you could pinpoint, like, because there's so much stuff I've seen.
Has
Like,
there been light being stuff, and
oh yeah, oh yeah.
what's your impressions of what that may be or what it is? Or
So, yeah, like I said, there's different aspects, and the light being thing is okay. So I have a different take on the paranormal than most people, and if they heard me, they'd even say I'm crazy. And so the light being thing, if you are seeing a light being, like an actual paranormal experience where you're seeing a ghost that's made of light, that may be because you are connected to that individual in some way, shape, or form in a past life, if that makes sense,
yeah,
or some past experience that maybe you are not aware of, that or you may not be aware that you've had many lives before. I don't know if you believe in that, or
yeah,
reincarnation.
there's
Reincarnation, basically.
something
S-
to it.
yeah, there's an aspect to that, and these beings that you see that are made of light. If you see something like that, and you know they're ghosts of something, that means that particularly you have some connection with them in some former life in some way, shape, or form.
It could be deceased loved ones or soul family or just
Or a soul
family.
family, deceased loved ones, any kind of connection, if it's like this life or prior.
I just know I saw them coming out of my house, so I like to ask people about it and gather data. Like, what the hell was that? Like, I saw it. You always try to figure out what it was, but I think it was. I think you're right for sure. It's definitely. My dad was very persistent,
Even
so
even I mean, if you look, even the CIA believes in like past lives.
And there's some interdimensional being kind of stuff from the CIA that's been leaked
Yeah,
in
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Even with the recent, they started talking about it like back in 2025 when the drones started showing up. But the thing about it is I know what the drones were. They've even verified it in even in I still get Air Force emails, and I do know that they were testing the drones back then. Um, they were testing for things now that are happening now, and they were testing things since 2023. The only thing is, it was just noticed in 2025.
And one of my big experiences in Georgia, I saw a lot of craft with my mother. She saw pyramid craft coming out of a hole in the sky, and
Oh,
she
TR3B.
yeah, that's probably what it was, and they were like it was like they were coming I don't know if that's what they were actually doing, but it was like they were coming out of a green orange, like,
Oh
portal in
yeah,
the
that sounds like TR3B. It
and
has
she was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god, Jeffrey," it about ripped my arm off, and during that time of all that UFO stuff, some kind of craft showed up over my house. It was like a helicopter with no sound and a dude dressed in, like, Air Force, like, Top Gun kinda crap, and it just sat there, and he goes and it shot away. They never came to me face to face, but that dude sat over my house, and it just shot up, and it was mockingly like, "Hi, bye,"
Oh,
and I
because you got a radio show and you have all these guests on your radio show that are like,
couldn't be possible, yeah.
and the government's like watching you.
That was a long time ago in Georgia, and definitely that
They
craft made my
they would
blood.
do that here in the southeast for sure. They
Yeah,
would mess
and,
with you.
but they never came to me face to face, thank God, or anything like that. But, that was the I don't think I've been my lab, but sometimes I get paranoid about this stuff. But, my friend Jerry Avalos, he comes on and he was actually kidnapped by some kind of organization for something he invented and got energy weapons and stuff. We've
Oh
had,
man, he got Tesla.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We've had Robert Duncan on, the guy that invented some kind of tech that the CIA abused, and he's a whistleblower. He died recently. So those are some creepy ones. That's some of the creepy shows that I try to stay away from, but I end up doing them anyway once in a while. But yeah,
They have been testing the LRAD. You know what the LRAD is?
I've heard
Long
of it, but
It's a long range acoustic. Uh, I forgot what D stands for. But long range acoustic defense.
I mean, I try not to get too kooky with energy weapons, but it's definitely a
Well,
fact. I
this
mean,
is a real thing though.
yeah, I know it's real. I mean,
They
and
tested
I
it on protesters in Wisconsin.
yeah, we've had someone on that we're talking about in Iraq when they disbanded them and stuff and breaking up crowds and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
I'll
this
be,
stuff has been around since the 90s. This particular weapon.
I think they're ramping it up right now. I mean, it might be why a lot of
Oh
violence.
yeah. Oh yeah. They
I
use
think,
it in Venezuela?
yeah, that was crazy. I'm wondering if somebody's going to swoop in and grab him like that, like China.
No, nobody can do that way. Those guys at the 160th, the Night Stalkers, those guys, what they did is they actually had a mock up of Maduro's compound, and they actually did drills constantly over and over and over again, and then even after that, they to prove that they could do it is they went and they went to a nuclear facility to see if they can't get like the nuclear material from the reactor,
Huh.
the main core, and see if they can extract that. And what they did was, they did the recon outside the facility of the nuclear facility for like weeks and weeks before the actual mission of the Venezuela mission, and they did a practice run to where they actually went in and they stuck a sticker of the Night Stalker stickers right on the nuclear reactor, um, the nuclear the where the water goes, the steam kind of pops up, and that that story alone, that's the reason why they were able to do it so fast and accurate in Venezuela is because they practiced it for almost a year, and that was going on, and people didn't even know.
And what is the like? I wonder what the military and stuff are feeling about all this right now. Like I just try to put myself and feel them thinking about it, but I
Well,
don't even.
they're happy they got job security at the moment in the military. I mean, it's
There's
job
been so
security.
many firings. The Joker's firing everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So like being in a military mindset of an economy is like vastly important because like, our dollar is kind of on a free fall.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody's dollar is so, or everybody's currency is like the Iraqi or the Iranian currency is like basically flatlined and like literally like negative 1 million. So it's like $1, $1 American equals like 1,363,000 uh rubles in Iran. So it's like
yeah.
so vastly like out of touch,
Well,
out of reach.
what I was seeing lately is there was some kind of senator that wrote the CIA and said they were going to be investigating the CIA's activities. I know that thing's going around. And then there was also something about that this era will be viewed as if Epstein, Bannon, and Trump orchestrated the deal with Putin, basically for like I guess a Manchurian situation. Which I mean,
Manchurian candidate.
yeah, I mean, I lean toward that's what it seems like to me. But I mean, I was seeing big things about that,
Mm,
and I'm
mm.
wondering if that's how it's going to end, or if he's going to just go.
There's a game plan. There is a game plan, and the chess pieces are lining up. And if you kind of like pay attention and you know what the play is, like Russia is going to be kind of like going to war with EU, and then Iran and China and the United States are going to do their thing in the the Red Sea, as well as our navies are kind of collide there in the Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean and
Yeah,
stuff like that, and they're gonna do their thing there, and like it's gonna happen, like it's inevitable. And I'm gonna say that on this show right now, like it really is inevitable.
you can feel it, man. It's just so God. It's like paralyzes you. But it's just the guy that we have on about Mabus is pretty interesting. He gets into Trump using the word "drumpf" and breaks it down with like codes and stuff to mean Mabus, which you'd have to hear it, but it's better
Oh
for
man, we're talking about the elites and their codes, man. Jesus Christ. I don't. Oh man. Oh man. I'm done with pizza. Holy crap.
Yeah, oh God. Yeah. Well, we got about 25 minutes or something. We do five after. But as far as what can we do the UFO thing now? Is that
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. Let's do a UFO thing.
Let's do it.
So I had an experience back in 2014, actually, and my actual tattoo I got here uh, sleeve is a depiction of that entire experience,
Wow.
and it goes all the way up to my shoulder, but
Cool.
it's a depiction of the entire experience, and basically Proxima Centauri B wasn't discovered until 2016. And I actually posted a status about it on Facebook in 2014. And that was because I had that experience. And oh man, it was thinking about it now. Okay. So my experience, I actually dealt with I, so I was sleeping. I feel a little bit weird talking about it because I was former military,
Yeah.
but like every time I talk about it, I feel weird about it. But like I know it happened. but like I was sleeping in bed, and then I kind of the roof of my ceiling where my room was, it kind of went kind of translucent, and this UFO came down, and I started going up, and it was like sucking me into like wherever, the center of the bottom center, like a regular Travis Walton type situation. And when I went into the craft, I immediately felt like a like I could describe it as like an obsidian type material, like a glassy black type material that was in the interior. And in the center there's this like platform, and there was a blue there was like a blue uh I guess like a blue translucent map of where we were going. And I was like, "Oh man, I know that constellation, and it's that's Proxima Centauri, and the star system was Proxima Centauri, and that I was seeing, and I straight up just like when I saw that, I knew exactly what was going on, but the beings themselves were the type of beings that you would describe as Nordic. They were the tall ones with the blonde hair, the beautiful blonde hair, the straight blonde hair, but they
Yeah.
had eyes that were like black. They're blacked out, kind of like a Fred Durst guitar player. Uh, yeah, Fred Durst guitar player Wes Borland, the way he kind of dresses his eyes on stage, and it was basically a like I it was a tour through their star system, and like when I went to their star system and I went to their planet and I saw where they were from, I noticed that there's like a it was almost like it was just destroyed by something catastrophic, and it was planet wide. And when I woke up, I was so sad. I was so sad when I woke up because the feeling that I felt when I saw that, and it was almost like I was given a tour guide of destruction of an entire planet.
Yeah. Definitely Norse. Nordic are considered like Norse, right? Like the Viking religion.
Yeah,
Yeah. I always find that fascinating. I love to have guests on. We've had a few on shamanism, Norse shamanism, and stuff like that. But I love that subject.
but like I said, the crazy thing about it was is they didn't that like I saw that, and I knew about Proxima Centauri B like
Yeah.
2 years before they even like announced that it existed,
Huh.
and it just like I straight up just like what the hell.
That's what it makes you feel. One of my being sightings, I was with a friend named Brian. He goes by Chico. We were in Georgia, and we were partying and doing stupid stuff and a rave and whatever comes along with that. But we were in my backyard and in the woods.
Taking
Three.
that LSD.
It was X, but
X LSD.
three yeah, and three cloaked beings, and in front of them was a black box. And at that time, I had been reading some Celtic Otherworld stuff and some things like that, like from DJ Conway or something. I don't know if I attracted it or something, but we both saw it. And a cat actually jumped towards them and they vanished, a black cat named Manson. And later that black cat was dead, but a car hit it or something. I don't know if it was related to the beings, but three small cloaked beings, like not Jawas, but I always think of Phantasm, but there was a black box right at their feet, and we both saw it, and the cat saw it, and the cat jumped towards them, and they just poof. I don't know if the cat was protecting us from them or something. Maybe
Well,
something
the
from the
cat,
fairy realm.
cats see everything like before humans do. Did they notice it before the whole experience happened?
During it may have, and then came into the closer to it. It may have seen it a long time ago, and it was in the area, and then the cat, next thing you know, kind of comes out of nowhere and is jumping towards them, and they just vanished like in the thin air. And we both saw it, but the cat may have saw it before I did. I don't really know, but she definitely jumped towards them and they vanished. And right now, what's really weird, my fiance Christina brought a cat from a lady, and when I was younger and went through chemotherapy, I had a Siamese cat that would always guard my body, and it would lay on me.
Oh,
17, and she would always lay on me and like protect me and stuff. And this cat showed up, and it reminds me of the Siamese and that black cat. And I don't know if it's the same cat, but for some reason she will just not leave my side for anything.
I
Like
love cats.
yeah, she will sleep on my feet, and she sits at my arm. It's like she's knows me. There's one cat here that don't like me at all. Like
Yeah,
it
she
tolerates me.
she
It
does know
tolerates
you. Like cats, man, they can see your dreams at night, man. Like if you're dreaming,
Yeah,
they know it.
we have a lot of rescues, dogs and cats here.
I don't know about Shauna's
Okay.
cat, Bud, but like most cats,
How does Shauna think this thing's going to end with Trumpelgooch? I have a group called Fuhrer Shitbird von Trumpelgooch on Facebook. That's
all right.
Fuhrer Shitbird von Trumpelgooch.
Since you asked, hey Shauna, he wants to know what you think about how it's gonna end with Trump Gooch. How it's gonna end with Trump
Did
Gooch.
you hear my
Come over
name?
here.
Did you
Come
hear
over
my
here.
name? Fuhrer Shitbird von Trumpelgooch. That's my group on
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah. He wants to know what you think about the way it's gonna end with Trumple Gooch and
Try not to say the F
Trumpel-
word.
Hey, with Trumpelstiltskin, you mean?
get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here.
I have a group on Facebook called Fuhrer Shitbird von Trumpelgooch. Y'all are
Oh
welcome
my
to join me anytime.
gosh, yes. Yes,
But-
bro. I am so there.
But yeah, tell us how do you think that's gonna end?
You know what? I think that his supporters are starting to finally see the light. Like some of them are, and if they're not, then society is pretty much shutting them out at this point. Like we're starting to recognize the fact that I mean, we all recognized it, I think, in 2016 back in the day. I don't know if you can hear me. Am I not
Yeah,
close enough to the
it's
mic? I'm
good.
sorry.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. All right. So yeah, like back in the day, back then, I think we all recognized it. It was just really shocking. It wasn't just that we have some horribly obnoxious, terrible person who is running the country. It's just that we also have a significant portion of our neighbors and friends and family that we had no idea that had all this hidden horrible stuff inside of them that we didn't know that they were like that. But at the same time, I think they were just deluded. I think they were fooled. They were sold promises and sold things that they really did not think were going to come to fruition, and hope was given to them. They were given a scapegoat. They were given the hate for people that they also hated for no reason whatsoever. So, but at some point, the leopards are going to eat your face. They voted for them thinking, hey, the leopards aren't going to eat my face, but eventually it will, because if you vote for somebody that's really bad, eventually they're going to come for you. And I think some of them are waking up. We're starting to see that that's starting to go in the right direction. I'm still not going to put all of my cards into our midterm elections because I have a feeling that he's going to try to interfere with that.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, I do. It's disparaging. It's really difficult for a lot of us. I think that most of us are still hanging our heads in our hands and going, how in the world did we get this far? How did things get so bad to this point where we are questioning who we are as Americans, that there are crimes against humanity happening every single day? There is something horrible happening every day in the news that hits, that we have to look at it and say, why is this even happening? And yet we continue on. We've got to pay our bills. We got to go to work. We got to take care of our kids. We've got to see our neighbors. We've got to help people. And at the same time, we're side-eyeing them like, please tell me you weren't a part of this. Because we really just want things to be better than the way it is now. I don't want to see children put in zip ties. I don't want to see somebody being dragged into a car by a masked goon. I don't want to see innocent people being hurt. And yet I am extremely empowered, excuse me, by the thought that we have people out there that are fighting this to the nail, out there on the streets in Minnesota in the sub-zero temperatures, not giving up, giving 0 Fs, and just going all the way. And I think that that is inspirational to all of us, that we really should not be laying down and saying, that's it, guys, let them have it. No, this is our country too. And they're going to have to put up with us forever. And all the way until we're in nursing homes staring at each other and I unplug their life support for what they did.
Yeah, it's definitely just it's a horror movie. And I was someone that was for Bernie because of I'm a cancer survivor and health insurance reasons. And I'd give a small toe for that alternate reality right now where that happened instead of this or whatever the hell this is.
You know, Russia has a cure for cancer.
Weird. Really?
And that's the crazy thing is Russia has a cure for cancer.
I'm like Terminators.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm in the biotech industry, and cancer is a heck of a lot more complicated than that. But
yeah,
I'm not disparaging what he's saying. I really have no idea if they really have a cure or not. But
I've heard something about that. It doesn't surprise me. I know Russia just said they can annihilate the entire planet. So it's like we're in a weird Star Wars now. That's just
that's
like follow Putin, and that's like their news. We can annihilate the whole planet. They just said that.
That's really terrible news to hear, sir.
Now for some positive Deepak Chopra Epstein affirmation. You're like God in drag. Wow. That was actually a quote from Deepak Chopra to Epstein. You're like God in drag.
Wow.
Man, it's just
I have honestly could not get through a whole lot of that. Every time I read just a few pages, it was so heartbreaking, so heart-wrenching, and just angering, like just made me so furious, so hurt for these people, for these girls, for these women.
It's horrific.
So yeah, I'm just
honestly,
I have mad respect for people who went through it and read as much as they have, because they're like walking sin eaters that had to read all of that stuff, because it hurt me too much to read.
There was some weird thing on Facebook saying don't process the PDFs because there's actually graphical crazy images and it'll get the police to your house. So I just put on my Facebook. Not that I would ever do that or even think to do that, because I don't even know how to do that or have a reason to do it. But there's crazy stuff with it that's just insane. It's we've reached a level of absolute just madness with all this that my mind can't even wrap around it. It's like 9/11 times 100. Not to disvalue 9/11, but it's just. This is insane. And
we don't really know who we can trust anymore. We don't know if we can trust our own system. We don't know if we can trust our elections. We don't know if our voices even matter anymore.
No.
And is he about to go full Putin Antichrist Trumpelgooch is the question. And that's probably the only backup plan he has when it comes to all this, is to go full dictator. And that's scary.
Yeah. A lot of us, I'd say us, but I mean people that I speak with, because I talk to a lot of people online, and I think that we all have speculated that he is pushing for some type of war, either civil war or world war or both. I don't really think he cares.
Iran.
I think that because once something like that happens, we can't take him out. He doesn't leave office. He gets to have absolute power. And the same thing with why he's interfering, where we speculate he's going to interfere with midterm elections. He wants absolute power. That's what he wants. But I mean, look at the guy. He's a few hamburgers shy of having a stroke. I'm still crossing my fingers. Come on, guys. Come on, McDonald's. We got you. Go up there. Give him a little basket of goodies.
It's just so
But-
weird, but it seems like he's a straw guy pretty much for Putin at this point, and that's probably how it's going to end. And you have to wonder if like military is going to turn on him, or we need Rambo, the Navy SEAL, or something. Something's got to kick in at some point. That's the biggest thing that bothers me, is you just feel powerless. I mean, you need some superhero powers or a mech suit if you're going to do something about this. But they're doing something about it. But it's just to go up against the American government and their military might. That's a lot.
I don't even know if it's just him. I honestly think there's a lot of other people behind the scenes. I think, like Peter Thiel. I mean, we've all heard of him.
And Jared Kushner.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of really heavy hands that are stuck in the bowl all at once, but eventually they're going to eat each other alive, or something's
They're doing it now.
gonna have to give.
They're doing it now. Dan Bongino leaving the FBI.
I think things are going to start falling apart soon. Crossing.
It's already.
I mean,
It already did
how
it.
much more like Star
Like a
Wars are we going to
really-
get at this point? We've got,
It's a
we've
really
got,
messed up James Bond movie that is on TBS late at night. But as far as I know, I've seen a lot of the news anchor lady's mother who was kidnapped. That was pretty crazy. I don't know what that was, just a money thing, but I always worry when you see like Jamie Lee Curtis and Reba McEntire. They're starting to make statements that are big. And I just hope he doesn't, mess with them on some kind of level. With the Rob Reiner thing, I think that was his son, but I still kind of wonder, like, were they aiming a laser at him or something? But I know Rob Reiner hated Trump, but I just hope it doesn't get to that level, which I think Trump would take it to that level to start annihilating.
I don't think there is anything that he won't do. I really don't.
No, there isn't.
I don't think he has any limits.
No,
because
he
I think
does
he's
not.
been able to
Warning-
do things
the
above the
warning-
law.
He don't give up.
Warning,
He's been able to get
Stephen.
away with so much.
There's a guy.
Even
warning
Cat Williams
Stephen
said it
Smith.
during a. He don't give up.
I'm sorry. We
Yeah.
interrupted you.
There's a guy it's okay. There's a guy that's the warning Stephen Smith was passing around these things on Facebook showing that he's building like camps, like concentration camps, and taking over buildings and stuff. It was creepy. But that's a pretty big personality that's on Bill Maher and stuff like that, Stephen Schmidt.
I've seen a lot about those places, where they're bringing all of the people that ICE is taking, and a lot of them, like, they talk about it, and the conditions in there are horrific. I mean, they are essentially concentration camps already.
There are some nice ones though, where they
Well,
play
I mean,
basketball and it's like they play basketball and they have their own libraries and stuff like that, and they have their own TV.
I'm not seeing reports of those. I'm seeing reports of
There are
all
some
of the
nice
really
ones.
bad stuff.
There's some
And
bad ones.
What's the ratio there, though?
Yeah, it is.
We got a
It's,
ratio of good to bad.
it's not a good ratio.
Do you think the people in the bad ones care
No.
about the ones that are good? So I
Yeah.
mean, I hear about those, and how just we repeated history all over again. Although there was a big portion of us that were screaming, don't do this, don't do this. But yeah, we've ended up right back where we started almost 100 years ago. And it's ridiculous that
Over
we're doing
100
this
years
again.
ago.
Well, you know what? I didn't do the math in my head right away. But yeah, we are pretty much exactly in the same spot. And why did we not learn from history in the first place? Is our education really that bad?
Yes. Yeah.
Then the amount of bootlicking going on right now, that's a new word that
Yes, sir.
I've used it before, but the amount of it right now,
I
man,
probably use that phrase at least 5 times a day.
it's going on. There's some mass bootlicking going on, man.
I
This is
agree.
out of control. I can't believe it. I
No, I
can
can't
believe it,
either.
but it's just I don't know. It's just a terrifying situation that's surreal. And
I agree.
and
I
I'm
agree.
someone that's in the UFO thing. That's why we do the show mostly. We've had Stanton Friedman on here, Jim Mars, Nick Redfern, and a lot of people about that subject. And that's the main subject that we do. But then when you think about that subject on a national security level in a foreign nation pretending to be a UFO and coming in here and dropping something, and then you throw Trump into the mix with all the Project Bluebeam and UFO paranoia and crazy stuff, that just when you really start worrying.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Like, I think a lot of the scariest things, I think, in this world are not extraterrestrials. I think if they are doing anything with us, I don't think it's really had that much of an impact at this point. And I understand that there are different, I guess you call them races of
Being
alien of beings and whatnot. And I know that like the Greys have been significantly detrimental to the people that they take with their stories and whatnot. But I think the scariest things in this world, they all come from people.
Mm-hmm.
I think the people that are doing these things, and I think the technology that we have, it's getting pretty sizable in comparison to what we would see from any alien technology. I mean, we can't span across dimensions or light years and whatnot, but we're doing some pretty horrible things with this technology. I don't know why we have to use everything for evil.
Yeah.
Always weaponizing.
You said that like last week. You did. I
wanna
listened.
I have the new David Paulides Bigfoot thing I need to watch, and I try to keep up with his stuff, even though I hear he's a dick. But I've interviewed him before. But anyway, I have the Bigfoot new documentary. I know when I first interviewed him a long time ago, he would not talk about Bigfoot at all, and now, I mean, he wouldn't talk about paranormal hardly at all. And then he told me he had to admit a Bigfoot question during a Missing 411 written interview. And now he's going paranormal balls to the wall with all that stuff, like in the documentaries and stuff. Like they're just full of UFO stuff, and he's taken the missing people thing to the UFO paranormal level, balls to the wall. But I have that documentary. I think it's like Sasquatch. I forget the name of it, but he has a new Bigfoot one that I have to watch at
Do you
some
know
point.
what it is?
What is?
The
The
documentary.
David Paulides.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, David Paulides, a Bigfoot documentary that's new that came out. Missing 411. It's
Okay, yeah, I know what
it's a
you're talking about.
yeah, it's a new Bigfoot documentary that I was going to watch at some point. But well, tell us a little bit. We only got 5 minutes, but it's been great, man. We'll definitely get
Yeah,
you
dude.
on.
Yeah,
And,
dude, I enjoyed it. Like, dude, yeah, call me anytime you want, man. If you have any questions.
a great show, and we'll definitely get you on as a regular once in a while, at least a few times a year or something. And 2 or 3, some people do. Maxim Furrick just did like 4 appearances. This guy Micah used to come on. Micah Hanks, like he's been on like 8 times, but I haven't talked to him in a while, so it's been a while. But
I'm gonna be at like I said, I'm gonna be at the Spooky Empire Paracon tomorrow. So like
Cool.
I'm gonna be hanging one-on-one with these people anyway. So
Love that stuff. I love horror a lot, so I love all that stuff too. So
yeah, man.
I collect Nosferatus. I have a Vlad the Impaler action figure. I actually have one of those.
Every time I hear Nosferatu, I think of that SpongeBob episode.
Which there's a Nosferatu in it.
Right, yeah. He does Nosferatu because he like shows up.
I'll have to
randomly.
look that one. I'll have to look that one up. But definitely love horror, the old stuff. And we watch the Swingoolie Dude every Saturday.
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah, man. Anytime you need me on, man, I'm more than willing, man. I enjoyed every second of this show.
Yeah, I
So
appreciate it. I was even running on that oil all night, baby.
oh yeah, I got my own oil right here and water. So
Yes, sir. Water you gotta have, no doubt. But we appreciate it so much. Is there any links? Oh, tell us about. We only got like 4 minutes, but the Ghost Theorist. It was on A.
Yeah. The Ghost Theorist is a moniker that I've had for like since 2010, and I just like kept it, and I made a website. I don't have a website built yet, but it will be www.theghosttheorist.com. But like I've had this idea for the longest time, and luckily I copyrighted it. And I've had this idea for so long, and people just know me as the Ghost Series to go, the guy to go to if you have any questions.
And I know Eric's working on a show that he wants maybe on the History Channel. You could probably do some connections with that somehow if you haven't talked to
Oh
him about
man, Eric didn't tell me about that. I'll
Yeah.
straight up email him about that. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's like where they visit places and eat and haunted or something. He's working on something like that for sure. Yeah. But all right. Well, we appreciate it so much. Thanks, Wham, and thanks everybody, and thanks to your the Trumpelgooch advisor, and we appreciate that. It was a great show. Thanks so much.
Yeet. Yeah, man. It was a good show, man. It was a great show. I enjoyed it every second of it. Like I said,
There's
no
a
doubt.
crazy one thing I want to say that I forgot to plug on Kickstarter. You know the Mexican like wrestlers, luchadors.
Oh, luchadors. Yeah, luchadors.
There's a book. If you look up the word luchadors, and I'm still training myself from Georgia to say that word, there's a whole book on Kickstarter right now that's like 12 or 24 movies. And it's like a book, a history of all that. It has like beautiful art and all the old movies, like, horror movies where they wrestle crazy things and stuff. But it's like a history of it. But the title, I don't remember it right now, but that word is definitely there. But they have like all these like posters and postcards that can come with it, like they do the kits on Kickstarter. But man, I was looking through, I was like, that's friggin' amazing. Like it's just the history of all that kind of stuff in cinema. The luchadors, the crazy horror wrestling thing, Santo or something like that. But yeah.
Marino.
Yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate it. Have a good weekend,
right,
man. We'll definitely
Peace
get you
out,
back.
Man.
Take care.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Night.
Call me anytime, bro.
All right. I appreciate it.
Later.
All right.
Wait, I didn't even say goodbye.
Well, she just let's see. Into this thing. There's weird. No, hold on a second. There's weird stuff on here that's really weird that I'm trying to figure out. Like this StreamYard's always like changing stuff. Wham's fine. She's just tired. But like how do you end this thing? Play auto and end stream. What is an out?